If you're trying to choose between Clio and MyCase, let me save you from a mistake that a lot of lawyers later regret making. Because once you build your law firm around a case management system, switching can be a complete nightmare. I'm Darcel Lobo. I've been an attorney for 17 years. I've had my own law firm for the past 10 years. I have used Clio. I have used MyCase. I have also used Practice Panther, Smokeball, Asana, a whiteboard, a Word doc. I've used all the things for client management software, so I know a thing or two that I can teach you today. So today we're going to break down Clio versus MyCase. We're talking pricing, ease of use, and the futures. Let's get into it. First thing we're going to cover is the pricing, because that's the first question that you're going to have is, what is this going to cost me? Let's start with Clio first. So it's about $49 per month per user, depending on what plan you have. There's different tiers with different features and different automations. And some of your higher tiers can be more around $100, if not more, per user per month. So it's not just a flat $49 a month or a flat $100 a month. That is per user. If you have an assistant or a paralegal, they are additional users, so you're paying that price times how many people are accessing it. And same with MyCase. MyCase is a little bit cheaper. It comes in about $39 per user per month. They don't have as many tiers and features as Clio. It's a little bit of a more simpler option. So the takeaway on pricing is MyCase starts at $39 a month per user. It's less expensive and it's simpler. For Clio, it's going to be more expensive. It starts at $49 per user per month, but it also has more of the ability to scale. So my takeaway on this for you is that if you are a solo attorney just starting out with no plans to grow into a large law firm, into a big team, MyCase is going to be easier on your budget and might serve for what your needs are. If you have plans to grow and scale, if you're more of a litigation type firm, then you might want to kick off with Clio because that might serve you better in the future as you grow. Okay, so point number 2 we're going to get into is the ease of use for both you and your firm as a whole, and also for your client. We want to think of this from the client side as well, especially if you'll be using like the shared client portal and uploading documents there. We want to think about the client's experience with the software as well. So Clio, kind of similar to what we were talking about in the last point, that it's very powerful, but it also has a little bit of a steeper learning curve. There are more features, more add-ons, so there's a little bit more to learn there with Clio. It is more customizable as far as its options and what the integrations it is that it has. Whereas with MyCase, this is going to be more of a simpler option. Now, it still is a very robust option. It still has a lot of tools and things that you'll use, and it has a more of a user intuitive design, I would say. I think it's easier for onboarding for your small firms and for solos. So to actually buy it and then start using it kind of out the gate, I think you're going to have more success with MyCase. Whereas with Clio, it's going to be more of a learning curve, more of a transition to get fully on board with Clio. Both these options include client portals for you to have secure messaging with your clients and to share documents with clients. But I think MyCase wins when it comes to simplicity of the client portal experience. Especially for me, I have a consumer-facing practice. Most of my clients are pretty tech savvy, but some more so than others. So I don't want it to be overly complicated or confusing to them when using the portal for communicating with me or for reviewing documents or uploading sensitive documents to me. And so I like MyCase more so for that reason. So if you want more of, I'm going to buy it and use it kind of out the box, I think MyCase wins here. For Clio, I think if you want more of the different integrations, the more customization of the product, right? Because Clio is going to be a more powerful option in that you can customize it more to what you need. Again, if you have more of a litigation type practice, I'm thinking my personal injury attorneys primarily is what come to mind, right? Is that Clio is probably going to be a better fit. Or if you do like family law litigation, also a good one, that Clio might be the better fit in that situation for you. And if tips 1 and 2 have been good so far, please make sure you hit that like button before we continue on with the rest of our tips, but let's keep it moving. We're going to kind of delve a little bit more into the features of both options for Clio and MyCase. So both platforms are full practice management systems. Let's go over kind of some of the core features that both options have for you. They both are going to give you an overview and kind of status update on your cases. It's going to give you that case management system. It's also going to give you document storage, both options. This is for both options, Clio and MyCase. They both have document storage where you can upload documents to the portal for clients and vice versa. Both of them have time tracking. They both have billing and invoicing, calendaring, task management, also the client communication tools with the portal. They both have all of these options. They are both comprehensive case management system softwares for you and your firm. But let's talk about where they differ. And this comes back again to MyCase being more kind of out the box, ready to go, with Clio being more customizable because Clio has more advanced reporting. It has more advanced workflow automations. And it also has, I think, at this point, over 200 integrations with your Outlook and QuickBooks and Zoom. And there's so many different softwares that it can communicate with, where if you want that full integration, Clio takes the win here. With MyCase, it's more, it has like an all-in-one functionality. It also has less reliance on all of those external integrations. And so if you want the Zapiers and certain events to trigger, MyCase is not going to be as robust as an option for you as Clio is. Let's kind of cover some pros and cons that attorneys and law firms have had to say about both options. So for Clio, the wins for Clio, huge integration like ecosystem. Again, it has more complexities, it has more abilities for integrations, it has stronger reporting, stronger analytics, and it's a great product for the law firm that wants to scale. If you intend to add associates, paralegals, assistants, if you have goals to be a larger firm in the future, Clio probably takes the win here for you. And also, Clio has really great customer satisfaction ratings as well. And I think it's true for both. But as far as what you're looking for and what your needs are, if you have the need for its ability to handle more complex reporting and stats for you, Clio takes the win here. Now, what are the cons with Clio? I mean, you have a higher price. It's only $10 a month at the starter level, but again, that's per user, right? And as you go up and get more advanced features, it's going to cost you more and more, right? And also, like, it can feel a bit complex. And so for some solos, for some small firms, it can feel a little bit overwhelming. And what I hate to see is my law firms who buy Clio, MyCase, whatever the software is, and they don't fully utilize it, right? They don't understand all of the features of the product and they just use it for billing. Well, if you just need billing, you don't need to buy any software for that, right? And so we want to make sure you're actually going to use it. And so if you don't have a need or foresee in your future needing the different advanced features of Clio, then it may not be right for you. And sometimes the features require like add-ons, like from a tech side, something to note as well. So if you are building this out yourself in Clio and trying to customize it, there's going to be a bit more tech involvement on your side, whether you're doing it yourself or if you're going to hire that out. But there's going to be more to do to make it what you want it to be. But you can make it to what you want it to be. As compared to MyCase, let's go over the pros first with MyCase. So it's going to be a lower cost, not a whole lot lower. Again, $10 a month lower than Clio at the starting price, but it is less than Clio. It's also more simple to use. So if you just want kind of a comprehensive case management software, but one that's not going to be overwhelming or kind of daunting for you to use, MyCase might take the win here for you. The client portal is great. It has all the billing tools. And I think it's really designed for your solos and your smaller law firms, whereas Clio is maybe more built for your mid-sized law firms. The cons with MyCase, that are on the flip side of that is that it has less integrations. It can't do as much advanced reporting, and it's not as customizable. So it's really going to be, what are your needs? What are you looking for out of your client management software system? And then the last tip here, and it kind of is a recap on what we've gone over so far, is that I think Clio takes the win for you. If you have plans to scale your firm, you want the more advanced integrations, you want the advanced reporting, advanced automations, right? And if you have multiple practice areas or a more litigation heavy practice, probably makes more sense to go with Clio. MyCase is going to take the win for you if you're solo, if you're a small firm, you don't have the plans in the future to grow larger, you want something that's simple, you want it to be affordable still, you want more of an all-in-one platform. Now, with all that I have said in this video, the best software for you is going to be the one that you're actually going to use. Please do not buy MyCase or Clio or Practice Panther or Smokeball or any of the others and then not actually use it. Okay, so all these software programs, whichever one you buy, they all have tutorials and kind of walk you through with your onboarding on how to use it. If we're going to pay the $39 a month, the $49, or over $100 a month per user, make sure you are leveraging the product to serve you and to save you time and money in your law firm. That is why you are buying this case management software. I keep calling it case management software or client management software, but I mean the same thing. Make sure you're using it, whichever one you choose. Now, I shared with you in the intro, I've used both of these. I've used Practice Panther. I've used Smokeball. I can tell you, I don't have a litigation practice, and Smokeball was way too much for me and my firm. It was overwhelming. Now, it is a very powerful software, and it can do amazing things, and there are attorneys who love it. And I love that for them. It was not for me. It was not for my firm. Practice Panther, I really liked for a few years, and then their customer service kind of fell off. And I would reach out for help with an issue to get support, and I wouldn't get a response. I wouldn't get the help. And so I ended up leaving. And I heard that from a few attorneys, actually. So it's been a few years because since then, I switched to MyCase, and I've had MyCase. I want to say it's probably been about 4 years that I've had MyCase. So that's what I use in my firm. It's been a great option for me in my firm and serves what my needs are. I like the all-in-one, simpler option. I don't need all the advanced reporting, the advanced integrations. I'm a transactional firm. I'm primarily flat fee, so it serves the needs that I have in my firm, and my clients have been happy using it for the client portals where we're communicating or sharing documents. So that's been great. So if you're watching this video, you're starting to build out your law firm, you're looking to go solo, or maybe you're in your early days of going solo. If you don't have a business plan while you're figuring out your case management software, make sure you get your free one below. I have a free one for you. It costs you nothing. I meet with so many lawyers who have law firms and don't have a business plan. You need to have a plan because remember, once you become a law firm owner, yes, you're still a lawyer, but you're a business owner first. And that's a complete mindset shift, becoming a business owner when you primarily have focused on the lawyering side of your career. So make sure you get that free business plan. Make sure you subscribe if you're looking for videos on how to open and grow your law firm. And I'll see you in the next one.